Hammerheads, thanks for tuning in. Now then, this is, it's not a tag video, it's like a joint one between me and Vampire. Sword and sorcery ones, and he's right, because I was going to pick 3 of them, but no, it would have been about 20 minutes long, and who's got that amount of time on their hands, you know what I mean? So I've just narrowed it down to 1. I mean, I was going to pick Jason and the Argonauts as well, but is that really a sword and sorcery film? I suppose you can class it as that. Yeah. But anyway, this one, I love this film. It's probably my favourite one out of this genre. I mean, sadly, I no longer have it because I used to go out with this horrible big fat woman. Last year, I was only with her for 6 weeks, and she borrowed a few DVDs off me, and that was one of them. Anyway, while I was at work, I dumped her via text message, and she wasn't very happy, so she kept me DVDs. And the next day, while I was at work, she broke into this place and smashed a lot of my treasured items up and stole me food out of my kitchen. And anyway, let's not go on to that. That's why I no longer have my DVD. Because I always feel more comfortable reviewing a film when I've got it in me hands, you know what I mean? But never mind. I've got a few notes just in case. I mean, I haven't seen it for a while now, but anyway. It's made in 1980. It's a British film. Hawk the Slayer. Yeah, brilliant. I remember first seeing this on TV. It must have been about 1985 when I was babysitting with my friends. It was on the telly. There's nothing else on to watch, so we just watched that. And stars Jack Palance as Voltan. Yes, he's the chief villain. Most of the films I've seen Jack Palance in, he plays a villain. And I'll tell you something, he plays an absolutely brilliant villain in this. Basically, Hawk, John Terry, he's the protagonist, you know, he's the hero, and Voltan, Jack Palance, his older brother, he rules the land with an iron fist, with fear, you know, he rules it, he's just evil. He's got a big scar down his face, you know, and he wears this metal helmet kind of thing, and it covers one side of his face. Have you ever seen the album cover to Wishbone Ash, Argos? You see that warrior stood there. He's got the similar kind of helmet on. Wonder if the film was sort of influenced by that picture on the album cover. Never know. And years before, Hawk is in love with this beautiful woman, but his older brother Voltan wants her too, and he's trying it on with her one time, and anyway she picks up this burning torch out of the fire and burns his face. That's why he's all scarred and disfigured. And anyway, she gets on a boat with Hawk, and they're going across the river, and he's like, he gets his crossbow out, shoots her right in the back, kills her. He also kills the dad as well. He's just an evil, twisted man. And anyway, Hawk wants the Mind Sword. This magical sword gives you great powers, and well, Voltan wants it too, doesn't he? And he wants everything his younger brother has, or wants, you know what I mean? And and anyway, Hawk assembles this motley crew of characters. One by one, he searches for them deep in the woods and gets them here and there. And Bernard Breslau's one of them. You might recognise him from the Carry On films. Big, gormless one with a bald head. He's called Gort in this, the Giant. He goes around this massive, it's like a big mallet kind of thing. And Then they find Elf. He's like, oh God, he's called Crow, but he's got pointy ears, and he's the fastest bow and arrow in the land. You can't even see his hands move. It's like, it's brilliant. Music by Harry Robertson. It's very nifty as well. It's like, every now and then it's like, I can't even do it. My voice is a bit funny today. You always think it's going to go down, 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 but it doesn't. But it's like, to me, it's a sword and sorcery version of like one of these old westerns. You know what I mean? It's similar kind of atmosphere and that. Only it's not guns. It's bloody bows and arrows and various edged weapons. You know, and basically, he's assembling these people. Then he finds the dwarf. Some disgusting eating habits he has. And then a one-armed man with a crossbow. You know, and together they're going to rid the land of all evil. And the abbess has been kidnapped by Volton and his terrible men. And if they want to save her, they have to bring so many pieces of gold. But being the David Cameron type of two-faced liar promise breaker that he is, he gets the gold and kills her anyway. But there's a bit in that film when Gort, the giant, he actually injured his neck. He nearly broke his bloody neck during the film. Because when one of the nuns drugs his beer, he collapses, and the metal armour he's got on, it digs into his bloody bottom of his chin like that. But, you know, he carried on filming regardless. So there was no delays in filming. Yeah, it's a very fun film. Lots of deaths, lots of, you know, combat and stuff like that. No blood. I think it's actually a PG. But it's very good, I like it, mate. It's brilliant. There's some good lines in it. When the giant goes, I'd sooner eat cow dung. And he says, you can wash it down with your own blood if need be. And there's another good bit in it. And this bloke, he says to Voltan, he says, the hunchback will have something to say about this. Jack Palance replies, the hunchback may have many things to say, but you have already said too much. Take him away and cut the vile tongue from his head. And, you know, the hunchback, he's just a horrible, slobbering, he's horrible, black teeth and all that. It's good what the giant does to him. He takes his club off him, you know, one of them big clubs with a ball on the end with the spikes. Not a mace, the other things. Hasn't got a chain. Anyway, he takes that off him, ties rope round one end of it, puts it round the branch of a tree, pulls it, and puts it in the mouth of the hunchback. So he's on his back, looking up at his weapon. Then he goes, and then the giant goes, some people just can't keep their mouths shut. Check that out. Hawk the Slayer. Really, really good. A really fun film. Yes. And Jack Palance is the villain. They couldn't have picked a better actor for that role, I tell you. Great job they did. I mean, I'll read the whole cast, but there's no point. I'll be there all bloody night. I'll see you later, hammerheads.